TV producer who worked on Tosh Zero mistakenly killed by sheriff's deputies while trying to escape a knife-wielding attacker during bloody hostage crisis. John Winkler, 30, was shot dead by Law Sheriff's Department deputies responding to a stabbing report. Officials say Winkler burst out the door of friend's apartment trying to get away from alleged attacker, 27-year-old Alexander McDonald. McDonald charged with torture and murder after allegedly taking Winkler and two other friends hostage and stabbing them. Winkler moved to West Hollywood from Washington State 6 months ago and did a 3-day stint on Tosh Zero as a production assistant. An aspiring TV producer who was being held captive by a knife-wielding man in West Hollywood was accidentally gunned down by Los Angeles County Sheriff's deputies as he tried to escape his assailant. John Winkler, 30, a one-time production assistant on the Comedy Central show Tosh Zero, died at an area hospital following Monday night's confrontation. Mr. Winkler had been taken hostage at knifepoint along with two other men inside a Palm Avenue apartment by Alexander McDonald, according to a sheriff's department statement. McDonald, 27, then began stabbing his captives and fighting with them in a rage, the statement alleged. Deputies got a call at around 9:30 p.m. Monday that a man was stabbing someone and went to the apartment in the 930 block of Palm Avenue, but nobody answered the door, authorities said. Suddenly the door burst open and a man rushed out. He was covered in blood and bleeding profusely from the neck, the statement said. Winkler followed and appeared to be lunging at the back of the fleeing victim, the statement said. 3 deputies opened fire, hitting both men. Winkler was mortally wounded by a single shot. The bleeding man was shot in the leg and was hospitalized in stable condition. Believing Winkler was the assailant and the assault was ongoing and he would attack the entry team, 3 deputies fired their duty weapons at him, the LASD statement read. Deputies charged into the apartment and allegedly saw McDonald choking a man on the floor. That man was treated for stab wounds and other injuries and released, according to the sheriff's department statement. McDonald was treated for minor injuries. County prosecutors have charged him with torture, murder and attempted murder. He is being held on $4 million bail. Authorities said Winkler lived in an apartment above the unit where the stabbing occurred, and that all 4 men involved in the deadly incident were friends who were just hanging out Monday night, the station KTLA reported. Speaking to the Los Angeles Times, Interim Sheriff John Scott called the shooting very tragic. Responding deputies had been told the attacker was wearing a black shirt and Winkler was wearing a black shirt, Scott said. I have no doubt the entire sheriff's department mourns the death of John Winkler, none more than the deputies involved, the sheriff added. Winkler was friends with 2 people who were taken hostage and he had rushed to the apartment when he heard them screaming, his roommate, Devin Richardson, told the Times. It's just a really sad story, Richardson said. He basically went to help some neighbors and ends up getting shot. Winkler had moved to West Hollywood from Washington State 6 months ago to work in the entertainment industry, his friend said. He had landed a 3-day job filling in as a production assistant on the Comedy Central show Tosh Zero, a spokeswoman for the network told Reuters.